It was hell trying to make the trains stop slipping. William and Dave were having trouble during the excursion trains right before the gala and the visitors were arriving. And to make matters worse, the freight trains weren't doing so good either. Jack kept slipping and sliding down the hill, and even with John banking him, it was no use. Both of their sanders weren't enough to comprehend the weight of the trains. Oh, come on, you lazy moron, put some effort in! I'm trying, but I'm just slipping down the hill. Feels like a water slide. Sure I just constant bickering. Good morning, engines. As I'm sure you all know, the rain has affected our services drastically, and seeing as there's so much, we may or may not need a new engine. Well, you don't say so, because I've been slipping down the bank all week and a banker don't do nothing. Well, personally, I kind of think that's John's fault because he's probably not pushing hard enough or something like that. I don't know. I'm not on the footplate! Yeah, you're probably right or something like that. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Okay, but on a serious note, this engine may or may not be a Bully Light Pacific.
Yeah!
Wait. A Bully Light Pacific on freight duty. Oh, shoot. Oddly weird I ran away like that. Well, I don't really care, another Pacific. Whatever. In fact, here he passes the shed now. And indeed, the Light Pacific did pass the shed on a special working to New Pathersbury. And that's how I saved the entire train.
Quite impressive. Anyways, we've had a good chat and it's getting close to midday.
Wait, is that the time?
Yup,
I've got another service to take out now. Really?
moron.
Come on, lazy old fart pants, get out of the shed and do some work like me. Maybe you won't be late this time. At least a bowler hat isn't going to stop me. That was a class 40. Also, I don't know anyone with a bowler hat, you moron. Certainly haven't heard that one for the Eastern region before, but what the hell, is a bit weird, isn't he? And besides, I think he's getting a bit full of himself lately. Considering the fact that him and Dave are fighting all the time.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, it is getting a bit out of hand because him and Dave, aka the 37, have been fighting for quite a while, and, well, I'm just sick of it, to be perfectly honest. I want it to stop, but no, they just have to be on top of each other. 1 minute it's William, then it's Dave, and it just gets annoying all the time. I mean, I'm surprised he survived the exchange trials when he come down here because he failed rather catastrophically, and, well, he was barely be able to save it after Sir brought him. I'd rather not tell it though because he does get a bit iffy at times and a bit, yeah.
No, do tell.
Oh, alright. Well, on that fateful day he was passing St. Loker, one of his side rods snapped due to fatigue in the metal. Yeah. It ended up stopping in between here and St. Loker, just before the tunnel, not far from here if you remember coming that way. His side rod was completely missing. That part of his side rod, was completely missing, ripped off. He was in the works for a god-awful time.
I'm going to sleep on the table. Get me out of here!
I'm so glad it's over now. It was getting on my nerves, it was. Well, at least this gala coming up soon will have more help because, oh my days, I hate trying to go up that bank without any help. It's just, well, horrid. You just constantly slip out the station. You can barely gain any traction.
I didn't slip, but it is a tough gradient to say the least. I do know how you feel. Some of the excursions I pulled were heavier than the full ballast workings. They were tough.
Yeah, we're probably getting another engine as well, just for special trains up and down Cuther Hill, Dan said from the back of the shed. He had been eavesdropping as per usual for some unknown reason. He likes to do it. Don't you, Dan? But before anyone had time to ask who the mystery engine was, they showed themselves. It was none other than Evening Star, same person which date you've had a route the editor last episode, if you remember, but we're going to brush over that. The engine, Evening Star, pulled himself onto the turntable, although he seemed to be in a bit of pain. He turned on the turntable and backed down into a shed road.
Driving forces me to open wide up the bank, and now my axles are throbbing. I'll be having words with this gaffer, I will.
City of Wells looked over at him, feeling sorry, as he knew how hard the bank was, seeing as he had come up with the long train just before. The engine sidled into the back of the shed.
Trouble with the bank?
Asked City of Wells.
Yup, my driver forced me up it. I might have metal fatigue in my rear driving axle.
I constantly slip up the bank on freight workings.
Not surprised. I can tell that the bank must be a nightmare in the rain. Well, I, for one, am glad to coast down it when returning home. I don't want to go home. My ticket might be up soon, and sitting in a museum with nothing to do would be flipping boring. At least I'll get to see Carl again.
Kyle, standing 4, 75021.
That's him.
Nice chap, ain't he?
Sorry, who?
Kyle, he was stationed here during 1956, but left for Manchester by New Year's in 57. We had some good times, such as they had been chatting for so long they hadn't noticed the arrival of Mr. Biddlesworth. Lazy morons, I should actually do some work for once. Silence! Engines! Now, I've heard you all talking about a possible banker, and, well, I can't exactly request a loan one at the moment, but I will see what I can do. Evening Star, I understand that you've had some axle problems, therefore tonight I'm going to need you to make your way over to Pathersbury and you will go in for a general overhaul for your chassis. However, this does mean you will be out of action for the next week as we replace your wheels. You will not be able to be in the gala for the first 2 days. I'm sorry that this has had to come to what it is, but I hope you will understand. In the meantime, I will let you rest here. Good day, engines. And Mr. Biddlesworth walked away.
Thank heavens, I don't think I can bear the pain anymore. I can imagine. It must be horrible having an axle play up on you.
Oh, gentlemen, will you quieten down a little? I'm trying to rest over here, and all I can hear is you two. Oh, we're ever so sorry, Fenchurch. We didn't see you over there. Again, we're really sorry. That's alright.
Anyways, did you hear about that rail tour that's coming this way? Apparently it's being pulled by number 4.
Staying for the gala, I believe.
Where from? York, and the engine is being supplied from some heritage railway in Loughborough, Great Central, I believe. A 47 is tailing it and returning to the GCR with the coaches.
Great Central Waving it was called in my day. You don't think?
Nah, I don't think he was mainline certified. BR still have strict restrictions. I believe that Scotsman is the only one that can do that. More engines have been allowed for mainline certification, so I've heard, but it's tough. You have to clock 1,000 miles before you're allowed on the main line. British Rail are rather picky about it.
Yeah, annoying. Well, I have a train to sort, so I'll see you lads later, yeah?